Objective-C interview questions and answers. Beginner means advanced. Introduction. This is a structured set of commonly asked Objective-C interview questions with clear answers. It covers: check, Objective-C fundamentals. Check, OOP concepts and memory management. Check, iOS development basics. Check, UIKit and Cocoa Touch. Protocols, categories, and delegates. Check, networking and concurrency. Check, performance optimization and architecture. This is widely used for iOS and legacy Apple Inc. application developer interviews. 1 to 20. Objective-C basics. 1. What is Objective-C? Objective-C is an object-oriented programming language primarily used for iOS and macOS development. 2. Who developed Objective-C? Objective-C was developed by Brad Cox and Tom Love. 3. Why is Objective-C important? Legacy iOS applications. Dynamic runtime. C. Cocoa framework support. C. Interoperability with Swift. 4. What file extensions are used in Objective-C? Check.h means header file. Check.m means implementation file. 5. What is a class in Objective-C? Blueprint for creating objects. What is an object? Instance of a class. 7. What is inheritance? Child class inherits parent functionality. 8. What is polymorphism? Same interface with different implementations. 9. What is encapsulation? Hiding internal implementation details. 10. What is abstraction? Showing only essential features. 11. What is interface in Objective-C? Declares properties and methods. Example: interface, user, NSObject, end. 12. What is implementation block? Contains method definitions. Example: implementation, user at end. 13. What is NSObject? Root class for most Objective-C classes. 14. What is nil in Objective-C? Represents null object reference. 15. What is message passing? Calling methods using messages. Example: user print name. 16. What are properties? Accessors for object data. Example: at property NSString name. 17. What is at synthesize? Generates getter and setter methods automatically. 18. What is category in Objective-C? Adds methods to existing classes. Example: interface NSString utils. And 19. What is extension? Anonymous category for private methods. 20. What is protocol in Objective-C? Defines method contracts. 21 to 40. Memory management and OOP. 21. What is memory management? Handling allocation and deallocation of memory. 22. What is ARC? Automatic reference counting. 23. What do developers use before ARC? Manual retain release memory management. 24. What is retain? Increases object reference count. 25. What is release? Decreases reference count. 26. What is auto-release? Delays object release. 27. What is retain cycle? Objects strongly referencing each other. 28. How to avoid retain cycles. Weak references. Proper delegate handling. 29. What is strong reference? Keeps object alive. 30. What is weak reference? Does not increase retain count. Example: at property weak ID delegate. 31. What is copy property attribute? Creates object copy instead of reference. 32. What is non-tonic property? Faster non-thread safe property access. 33. What is atomic property? Thread safe property access. 34. What is dynamic typing? Type checked at runtime. 35. What is ID type? Generic object pointer type. Example: ID obj. 36. What is SEL? Represents method selector. 37. What is IMP? Pointer to method implementation. 38. What is runtime in Objective-C? Dynamic system handling objects and methods. 39. What is method swizzling? Replacing method implementations at runtime. 40. What is KVC? Key Value Coding. 41 to 60. iOS Development Basics. 41. What is UIKit? Framework for building iOS user interfaces. 42. What is Cocoa Touch? Framework collection for iOS development. 43. What is UI View? Base class for UI elements. 44. What is UI View Controller? Manages screen lifecycle and UI logic. 45. What is Storyboard? Visual UI design tool. 46. What is XIB/NIB file? Interface Builder UI files. 47. What is Auto Layout? Constraint-based UI layout system. 48. What is Delegate Pattern? Object communication mechanism. 49. What is Data Source? Supplies data to UI components. 50. What is UI Table View? Displays scrollable list. 51. What is UI Collection View? Displays grid-based layouts. 52. What is Navigation Controller? Manages screen navigation stack. 53. What is Tab Bar Controller? Manages multiple tabs. 54. What is App Lifecycle? Different application states. 55. Application lifecycle states. Active, 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 background, terminated. 56. What is info.plist? Application configuration file. 57. What is bundle identifier? Unique application identifier. 58. What is sandboxing? Restrict app access for security. 59. What is NS user defaults? Local key value storage. 60. What is core data? Local persistence framework. 61 to 80. Networking, concurrency, and data handling. 61. What is NSURL session? API for network requests. 62. API request example. NSURL session data task equals NSURL session shared session data task with URL.URL. 63. What is JSON? Standard data exchange format. 64. What is serialization? Converting objects into transferable format. 65. What is GCD? Grand Central Dispatch for concurrency. 66. What is dispatch queue? Executes asynchronous tasks. 67. Types of dispatch queues. Serial queue, concurrent queue. 68. What is main queue? Queue responsible for UI updates. 69. Why avoid blocking main thread? Prevents UI freezing. 70. What is NS operation queue? Higher level concurrency API. 71. What is multi-threading? Running multiple tasks simultaneously. 72. What is synchronization? Controlling thread access to resources. 73. What is deadlock? Threads waiting indefinitely. 74. What is singleton pattern? Single shared object instance. Example. Plus instance type, shared manager. 75. What is notification center? Broadcast communication mechanism. 76. What is block in Objective-C? Anonymous function. Example. Void greet void equals tag nslog hello. 77. What is completion handler? Callback executed after task completion. 78. What is caching? Storing frequently used data. 79. What is pagination? Loading data in smaller chunks. 80. What is instruments in Xcode? Performance and debugging tool. 81 to 100. Advanced Objective-C concepts. 81. What is MVC? Model View Controller Architecture. 82. What is MVVM? Model View Model Architecture. 83. What is dependency injection? Providing dependencies externally. 84. What is clean architecture? Layered scalable application design. 85. What is solid principle? Design principles for maintainable code. 86. What is unit testing? Testing individual components. 87. Testing frameworks in iOS. XC test, OC mock. 88. What is UI testing? Testing application user interface. 89. What is CI/CD? Automated build and deployment. 90. What is test flight? Beta app distribution platform. 91. What is provisioning profile? Required for app deployment. 92. What is code signing? Verifies app authenticity. 93. What is interoperability with Swift? Objective-C and Swift can work together. 94. What is bridging header? Connects Objective-C and Swift code. 95. What is performance optimization? Caching, background processing, lazy loading. 96. What is accessibility in iOS? Features supporting users with disabilities. 97. What is localization? Supporting multiple languages. 98. What is production readiness? Stable, scalable, secure application deployment. 99. Why is Objective-C still used? Click, maintaining legacy apps, runtime flexibility, older enterprise applications. 100. How to master Objective-C. Understand memory management deeply. Practice UIKit and Cocoa Touch. Learn runtime concepts. Build iOS applications. Final summary. Objective-C interviews focus on capital, OOP and runtime concepts, memory management and ARC, UIKit and iOS development, protocols, delegates and categories, networking and concurrency, application architecture and performance. Key idea. Strong Objective-C developers understand both legacy iOS systems and dynamic runtime behavior.